Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Fuel for Thought podcast.
Did you go American?
No.
Up.
Fuel for
No.
Thought. Fuel for Thought podcast. The Fuel for Thought podcast. God, you said it would be a mouthful when we chose this name.
I did.
Been all right so far.
I had to practice it loads because
Yeah.
I kept fumbling my words.
But this week we are in northern Italy,
Imola.
Imola, Emilia Romagna.
Okay.
There you go.
I can't do that. That's fine.
And what's the circuit called?
It's the... don't make me say it. It's in Italian.
It's something like
Domo
International
blah, blah, blah.
Enzo de Ferrari or something
I actually
like
speak
that.
a little bit Italian, so I should know.
But it's
how to
Ferrari
speak.
circuit.
Yeah, so it's Enzo e Dino Ferrari.
Mm-hmm.
Dino is Enzo Ferrari's son.
Yes.
That's why it's called Enzo and Dino.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yes,
And also quite sad.
it is because Dino passed away very young.
Yes.
Anyway, but yeah, this is Ferrari's circuit.
It's their home race, effectively.
Yeah, and it was only actually meant to be a temporary circuit.
I remember coming in 2020 and people being like, wow, Italy, they've got 2 races this season.
It's like 56 miles away from their headquarters.
Yes, Maranello
Yes.
Factory. Della Enzo Dino Maranello. I don't
Very
know.
British Italian accent you got there.
What do you mean? That's how they talk.
It's how they talk, like they're from the East London. The East London?
Well, I don't know what you're trying to sound like. But
No, I don't know either. Just ignore me, please.
anyway, we didn't have this race last year, did we?
No, we got Emilia Romagna was flooded, so it got cancelled.
Yeah, waterlog pitch.
Yeah.
It rained off.
Yeah, it was actually really bad looking at the videos. Terrible.
But at least we avoided another Spa 2021.
Yeah. Very, very, very true.
So, yeah. And just should we recap last year's race a bit then?
Wow. 2022.
Sorry. When I say last year, let's just pretend I mean the last race.
Okay.
So, who won it? Oh, let's think. Oh, God, there's been so many winners since. I think it was that young guy, Max Verstappen.
Oh, the Dutch one.
Yeah, Dutch kid.
Yeah.
He won the sprint and he won the race.
Yep. Almost didn't win the sprint.
Well, yeah, it was led by Charles Leclerc until the second to last lap.
Yep.
And then inevitably Max overtook him. And Leclerc also almost came second in the race, but made an error following Perez. I remember that. It was going over a curb too hard and kind of span into the wall. Had to pit and then just fell down the order.
Yeah, he finished P6 in the end, which was pretty good considering he crashed. But
Yeah, but he should have finished P2.
He should have done.
And I think that was a period for him where he was under a lot of pressure. He was behind Max a lot and made a couple of mistakes under pressure and then brought some questions, which I think have since been answered. Like, he's been very consistent since, like, qualifying well, not really made that many mistakes in the grand scheme of things. So
yeah, that was the year where he could have competed with Verstappen for the World Championship.
at the start,
Yeah, but then he made a few mistakes and then...
And the Red Bull was just too good.
Yeah, Red Bull flew away with it, so...
Exactly. And then his teammate, Sainz, in the race, got taken out by Ricciardo. Ricciardo.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Yep. On the second corner. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Daniel finished last, so it wasn't great for him. He finished P6 in the sprint, though.
Yeah.
Back in his McLaren days.
Yeah.
Behind his teammate. And then, yeah, in the race, obviously took out Sainz.
Yeah, I feel like, I can't remember, but I have a feeling that was like a spell of bad, a streak of bad luck for Sainz, and I can't remember if
Yeah,
that's true or not.
it was, yeah.
Like,
he did have a few...
A few races where he either DNF'd or, like, had incidents that weren't his fault.
I think that season he DNF'd like 6 times.
Crazy.
Or something like that. Yeah, not good. But the sprint race this was the old system where the sprint race
It was qualifying.
was qualifying for the race.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So where they finished in the sprint.
Yeah, it made it seem it meant more.
Yeah.
didn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that also meant that Hulkenberg started in like P4 or P5 for the race.
I think it was Magnussen.
No, sorry, yeah, it was. It was
Yeah.
Magnussen.
Yeah.
Because Hulkenberg wasn't even racing at the time because he's actually never raced at this track.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah. Yeah, he posted it earlier saying, I just want to tick it off. I'm excited to tick it off because I've never raced here.
Okay.
Because he was out of the F1 grid
Yeah,
for a
Mick
few
Schumacher.
seasons.
Mick Schumacher was Magnussen's teammate at the time.
Yeah.
And Valtteri Bottas had a good race last
Finished
time.
5th, I think.
Yeah, 5th or 6th or something
I think
like that.
I think it's 5th.
Yeah.
He had a really good race,
Yeah.
especially in the Alfa Romeo. So yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was sort of a boring one.
No, definitely not. And a bit of a mix-up in the top 10.
You say that. I think Verstappen won by like 18 seconds.
Yeah,
and then Perez came in at like 17 seconds ahead of Norris in 3rd.
Yeah.
So actually, the sprint probably saved it a bit.
Yeah, the sprint was probably the highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, and it also doesn't reflect the fact that Leclerc was challenging Perez up until,
Yeah, he crashed
12
out.
laps for the end. So anyway, shall we move on to our predictions for this year's race?
Let's do that. Do you want
Okay.
to start?
Yeah, I'll start this time. You know what? I will start.
Well, you
So,
came first, so
Okay.
I'm second born.
Let's get me phone out. Right. Quali.
Okay.
I've got in 3rd place Carlos Sainz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
In 2nd place Max Verstappen.
Okay.
What do you think I'm going to say? That smile on your face makes me think you think
Charles Leclerc first.
I'm going to say Norris.
No.
Okay. In 1st place Charles Leclerc.
Should we have a look at mine?
Okay.
In 3rd place, Carlos Sainz. 2nd place, Max Verstappen.
No way.
Pole position, Charles Leclerc.
Really?
That's why I had a big smile on my face.
No way.
I was like, what?
Great minds, huh?
God, are we twins?
No.
Not just siblings. We have the twin telepathy. Sibling telepathy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just for me, Leclerc might get the boost, the home boost, and he's quick.
Yeah.
You know.
I think so too. I think that from last time, he'll want to prove something. And because Max didn't have the best race last week, maybe the week before, maybe Charles can kind of use that to his advantage.
And Ferrari bringing upgrades.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, Verstappen, he's either P1 or P2.
Yeah.
You can't, he's never gonna, well, not never, but it's unlikely he's going to finish below P2.
Yeah,
He's
I agree.
probably going to get pole, but we've got some hope.
Yeah, and Charles is good at putting a fast lap together.
Yeah, he is. Okay then. All right. Race. Actually, for that, speaking of upgrades, was it Imola that Mercedes were due to upgrade their car?
They had some upgrades last week,
Yeah.
but maybe they've got more coming.
Because they had a really bad race here last year. Not 22.
Well, George actually finished in P4
Did he?
in 2022, but Hamilton finished in like P14.
Yeah.
But I think George had the upgrades before Lewis did.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, on to the race. P3. Carlos Perez.
What?
Sorry, Sergio Perez.
Okay. I thought you were going to say they finished exactly the same time.
You're
Photo
really
finish.
No.
Checo.
Checo Perez.
Okay.
In P2. Sergio Sainz.
Stop.
Carlos Sainz in P2.
Right. P1. Max Verstappen.
You're thinking, hang on a minute. In P1, Charles Leclerc.
Where is Max Verstappen?
We'll see, won't we?
Have you got a little story about what happens to him?
Got a
or?
little bold prediction.
Okay,
We'll
so we'll come on to that later.
But, yeah, Perez, Sainz, Leclerc. Ferrari 1-2 at the Autodrome, Enzo Dino Ferrari, whatever it's called, at their home
International. I can't say it. International.
Internazionale.
Yeah, that's it. Right, should we go into mine? I think you'll be shocked.
Shooketh.
So, I'm hoping that this person has received the upgrades that their teammate have received last time.
Oscar Piastri.
Yep. In P3, I have Oscar Piastri.
What? Okay. All right.
That's a bit bold, but I think if he has the
can see it.
upgrades, and he has time to shine. He obviously hasn't been here before because it didn't go on last year, but
he's unfortunate last time out, and I think he's a good enough driver that he's due a solid race.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I think P3 for Oscar.
Okay.
P2, Charles Leclerc. And P1, Max Verstappen.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
So what happens to
Carlos
Sainz?
Strategy. Ferrari strategy. But it would be good to see two Ferraris on the podium at their kind of home race.
Did you hear that Leclerc's racing engineers left?
Yes. I did see that.
Not going to be checking anymore.
No.
Well, maybe they are.
Hopefully someone else will be checking.
Yeah. He left before Imola as well.
Yeah,
Why
that's
can't that
true.
be his last race?
Is he officially gone, not got
Yeah,
Imola
before
as his
Imola, I
last race?
think.
I wonder why.
knows?
Interesting. Can only assume.
But yeah. So, yeah, the only shock there is, well, not shock, but interesting thing there is Piastri. But it also could be Piastri fighting with Sainz because that happened last time as well.
Yeah.
And that's why Piastri dropped down.
Yeah, they love to fight with each other, don't they?
They're pretty on par with each other.
Yeah, agreed.
It's a good battle.
Yeah.
When Sainz isn't complaining all the time.
And I don't really know where Lando will come if I put Oscar P3. Maybe he'll have...
P4, P5.
Yeah, maybe he'll have the lesser strategy than Oscar.
Yeah. Well, bold predictions. So should we do one each this time?
Yeah, let's do one each.
All right. Number 1, Max Verstappen will get hit on the first lap. And I'm not going to say go out, but sustain damage.
Oh, maybe that's where Carlos Sainz goes.
maybe. Yeah, I think, I was so close to being hit last race.
Yeah.
And you'd think that it's impossible to stay out of trouble every single time. So,
yeah,
I know this isn't me hoping for it to happen, but it could happen.
It could. These are why they're called bold predictions.
Exactly.
Could happen.
Exactly.
Okay, so my first one is 2 cars of the same team will DNF.
Okay. Yeah, that's not unlikely.
No.
It's happened before, probably Alpine.
Maybe. But that doesn't really correlate with my second.
Or Stake.
Could be. Yeah. I wanted Valtteri Bottas to do great again. And I don't want it to be RB.
It's probably going to be Alpine, Stake, or Williams.
Probably. Could be Williams.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
It's vague enough for it to be.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to, jinx Logan Sargent again this time. So
Yeah.
keeping his name out of my mouth.
Yeah. Eventually, we're going to have to keep all the drivers' names out of our mouth because otherwise we're going to jinx them all.
Number 2 for me is there'll be two plus safety cars, so 2 or more.
1 when Max gets hit in the first lap. 2 when Sergio Perez DNFs too.
Ooh.
That would be an interesting race. Take the Red Bulls out of it.
Mixed up podium.
Yeah.
Probably 2 Ferraris and a McLaren.
Probably.
Or 2 McLarens and a Ferrari. Or...
Yeah. It would be nice to see a Mercedes on the podium.
Yeah.
But I think they're still... Yeah. Not
lagging
great.
behind. So what's your second one then?
My second one is Pierre Gasly will score points or point.
So you got any points this season yet?
Ocon got a point. His first.
Has Gasly got any points?
Ocon got the first point for Alpine last race. But yeah.
Yes. So Gasly needs a point. Okay.
Exactly. So he could come P10 and get a point as well.
Good.
He'll probably be livid that Ocon has a point and he doesn't. So
Yeah, probably.
I can see it happening.
Yeah. And you're not going to like this one.
Okay.
Bold prediction number 3.
Oof.
Possibly the boldest out of the 3. Lando Norris will have a poor qualifying after his win.
I can actually see that because I think that happens to him. He obviously...
So that's such a relief of pressure.
Yeah.
And he's just going to be like, yeah, I think...
I think for him, it will either go one of two ways. He'll either like ride on that wave of like success and do amazing, or he'll kind of come down from that wave of success and and have a poor qualifying.
So we'll see.
So my third is George Russell will beat Lewis in all aspects of the weekend.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't include practice, does it?
No.
So just qualifying and the race.
Yeah. I did initially think practice, but then they're probably going to be on different tyres.
Doesn't even matter.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. So, yeah, qualifying and the race, George will beat Lewis. He did last time.
Yeah, he's beating him so far, I think, this year, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got more points.
Yes.
He's got more qualifying. So.
Yeah. But I think that.
Okay. Yeah. No, I can definitely see it. Yeah.
I just really want him to do like really well in the Mercedes.
I know. Especially because it's his team moving forward.
Yeah.
And he moved there from a Williams.
Yeah.
And you want him to fight for championships.
Yeah. Pretty much. It would be nice to see him starting to get more success in Mercedes, because last year it wasn't the year before last, sorry, it wasn't a surprise that he won a race.
Yeah.
But this year it would be quite shocking if he won a race, because
the Mercedes just getting worse and worse every year,
exactly.
relative to the other cars.
Yeah, and I always think back to when Toto said like we'll be back after 2021. He was like, yeah, we'll be back and we'll like show everyone who's the best team. And since then it's gone downhill, and it's just kind of sad.
Probably be 2026 we'll see it mixed up again.
Yeah.
But we'll have to just see where Adrian Newey goes, I guess.
I think Ferrari, but
yeah, you hope so.
Yeah.
That'd be the most interesting move.
Yeah.
Although,
with Hamilton and Adrian Newey in the same team.
I'm sure every team is trying to get him.
Yeah, and it would be good for Charles as well.
Yes. Yeah, let's not count out Charles.
No. I'm actually quite excited to see the Ferrari team next year.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'll miss Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's it though.
Yeah.
So.
No sprint.
No sprint.
Normal race.
Yeah. All that's left to do is see what happens.
Yeah. I'm hoping it doesn't rain this. Actually, I don't know.
No, I'm hoping it rains.
Sometimes it's good to have a wet race. You can see.
Depends how wet.
Yeah. Obviously, no red flag. That would be quite annoying. But yeah, the strategy, it just changes it up so much.
Yeah.
I might look up the weather in Imola. Okay, so.
Is it going to rain?
2:00 it starts raining. 2 till 4.
No way.
It says there's
at the moment.
Yeah, it says there's a 40% chance of rain.
And that's their time, is it?
Yeah.
And it starts at 2?
Yeah. Starts at 2 our time. So 3:00 their time. So.
Okay. So it might be a wet start.
Yeah. And also there's thunderstorms on Thursday. So hopefully that doesn't carry over the weekend, because I think that will.
It's most interesting when there's a wet qualifying.
Yeah. Do you remember Kevin Magnussen?
Yes. Well, that was a bit different because he just got in a banker lap and then it started raining and no one else could improve.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So we'll look forward to the race and catch everyone for our reactions, our review next week.
Yeah. Hope you have a good time. Enjoy the race.
Yep, on a reasonable time this weekend.
Yeah, true.
Again. So back to normality. No early races, no late races. Back to the European races.
Yeah. I think it's European for a bit now.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you.
For listening.
Grazie mille.
Yep, that too. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe, please, if you enjoyed. And we'll catch you for the review after the race.
Yep.
Okay.
Ciao.
Peace.